In my hands, I have an interesting looking key fob. It is not just a remote with which you unlock your car doors and pop your trunk, but rather it is also the key with which you start your car by sticking it into the ignition. It is for the 2002 through 2006 Infiniti Q45, as well as the 2003 and 2004 Infiniti M45. And yes, it is as expensive as it looks interesting, but in this video, I'm going to show you a way to save money by getting a spare key that does not have to cost an arm and a leg. Man, forgive my voice. I've been talking about this special key for a long time, and I've said that I had the secret to show you about this key, right? So this is the nice fob, fob and key in one situation that these cars do have. And come in here, you've got that fancy lock over there. Insert your key fob in there, and you can turn your car on, right? Cool. So let's turn it off. For emergencies, for example, when your battery dies, when your key fob battery dies and you cannot lock and lock your car remotely, you can still remove this insert in here. You have a key insert. It's a blade, and you do this. You pull it out. I'm trying to do this with one hand now. There you go. Here it is. Like most cars, I mean, there has to be a backup way to do it, right? Okay, great. So here it is, right? This here can be used to lock and unlock your door when your remote fob is dead. So right now it's locked. It also works in the trunk. There's a hole down here. Right, opens the trunk. All right, so what happens if you don't want to get fancy? Oh, well, I guess I gotta unlock it again, huh? I should say, in addition to all that, this key magically can get into this slot over here, right? As I said, it just has this triangle going in the lock cylinder typically, but you can put this key blade in here and turn your car to the accessory position, which is usually the radio and all that, and one over as well. As you can see, the rest of it comes on, but typically cannot start the car. So if I do this, turn it, it just cranks, right? Because the transponder chip is in here. Sometimes you get lucky. Let's turn it all the way off. Sometimes you get lucky, and if you put it close enough, you could turn it on because there's a amplifier right at the key cylinder. So put it real close, turn it over. All right, so I put it close and it was able to turn it on. The reason is you have an amplifier right around the key ring, and this one was close enough to it that it amplified the signal and sent it to where it was supposed to be sent. But typically, this blade by itself does not start the car. It will turn it off though, right? Again, let's try that again. It's not gonna work. All right, so that's a blade. I'm gonna switch up the game on you guys. Here, standard looking key. I've cut it to this pattern, this blade pattern over here, the emergency key, and stick it in there. And there you have it. So yeah, a normal key can be programmed to work on the car. The reason that you have to make sure you get a key with a chip in it. What are the reasons I even bothered to get that? Because most people sell this key for about $200 about for this fob right here. Then you go to the dealer or a locksmith and they program it for you. But that's a lot of money for a spare key or for a key that you don't have. So this video is one meant to destroy the market on these keys. So if you're selling these keys out there, better drop your prices because we're not buying them for $200, $300. And two, just to show you that there's another option. As I said, I do this because I love these cars, and with their little quirks, sometimes people find them a little intimidating. They don't want to own them because it's got 1 or 2, 3 complications about them. And I guess this is for the person who wants to, I don't know. I do this with my push button cars, right? I start the car, then I get out, then I lock the car. Well, this one will not allow you to, so never mind. It's a failed experiment. The other cars allow you to do it. Normal keys inside there, right? Let's lock it. Well, that works. I guess that's just the same as getting the insert from the key fob and doing it, right? Anyway, yeah, if for whatever reason you wanted to leave your car running and locked it, and you were not concerned about the safety or security of your key being stuck in the ignition, then you have an option. As I said, one, you could remove this insert in here and do it, or you could use your other key to get the job done. Yeah, for whatever reason you want to do it. Maybe you just want a cheaper spare key. Maybe you got a lot of people, a lot of drivers in the house and you want to share. Whatever the reason is, you can get it to work. And make sure whenever you get it cut, make sure it also does all the other things, like locking the doors. Right, this one does. And it unlocks likewise. All right, it unlocks all the doors. Not only that, there you go. All right, game over. As I said, this is just one of those videos that I do for you guys out of love. So the key itself, what I did is the key, it's a chip ID 46, and I don't speak locksmith very well, but I know this key from my 2002 Infiniti Q45 was a NI02T key. I've seen literature elsewhere that says a G35 key would work as well. A G35 key is a NI04T, and I think that's also comparable to a Nissan Maxima 2004 and up. But as I said, the locksmith I worked with told me that NI02T is the one that worked. And it was a gamble. I told him, hey, if it doesn't work, it's all right. I'll pay you for the effort, for the labor. And yeah, so here we are. Best thing I do is just tell a locksmith to maybe have both in hand. And so far, out of my own proof, out of not just reading what people are writing, NI02T is a key that works, okay? At the end of the day, it ended up costing me $77 and some change. That's in St. Louis currency. Your results may be better. You might get it cheaper somewhere. Always remember to take both or all the keys that you want programmed to the car with you, by the way. Good luck, and I hope this helps you save some money out there.